Alright, so let's just get right into things, like right away. So initially when I started driving to San Diego, which is where I was supposed to go for my cousin's birthday, there were some minuses here. One, there was no snacks so that I could be alert while I was driving the 2 to 3 hours. Number two, the cousin that was supposed to come with me to keep me company while I'm driving didn't follow through. Last but not least, when I finally got out there, right when I was about to pull up to my cousin's house, the birthday girl, they called me talking about they actually went to dinner somewhere else at the Fuji restaurant. How could you? Like, towards the end of the night, I bought all of her shots, made sure she got effed up, but she ended up leaving with one of the guys that she was talking to. And I promise you, that was not my intent. My intent was for her to get effed up for a good cause. So then on my way driving to her house, I was using my GPS. And right when I was supposed to hit a street to lead onto the 805 freeway, one of my friends ended up calling me and telling me that they were stranded 3 hours away from me because it was in LA. See, for me, that really had me messed up. Because once I got to the border, all I saw was, "Welcome to Mexico." And since my mind could only process, "Welcome to Mexico," I didn't notice the speed bump that looked like a lily pad, or the one behind it that looked like a bar, but very thin. So I'm just like, "Mexico, Mexico." Oh. Got it. I am most definite the cops were probably laughing at me, especially when they turned their lights on in the back and then freaking turned them off right after. Did not try to stop me or help me or assist me. I just ended up entering into Mexico. Once I ended up entering Mexico, first thing I realized, it is dark as hell. The second thing you'll realize once you go to Mexico, signs are not as simple as 1, 2, 3. Like Fullerton or Nogales, you just go right off. In Mexico, it's like Jose San whatever, the whole name and then some. So like, I'm driving along this highway, and the lanes are very narrow, smaller than the ones in LA. But what's even worse is that they have barriers. I mean, I always imagined it in my mind how it would be, but to be driving on that, and I had a little bit of alcohol in my system from the party earlier, oh, it was like hell. It was just, that's right. Let's just say this whole process took 2 hours. After being on the highway, which took like 30 minutes or so to get back to point A, I ended up taking another freeway for that equal amount of time, came back, and then went on another freeway and came back. So then I just decided, you know what, maybe I should get off the freeway. So once I ended up getting off the freeway, I end up at this 4-way intersection. I wait behind a taxi for like 5 minutes, and the light still hasn't turned green, and I'm trying to make a left turn. 2 seconds later, a taxi pulls up next to me and just goes and makes a left, and I'm like, in Spanish the sign said one direction, going left. Bruh. Then at some point I pulled up to this barrier, or circle barrier. So instead of it being round like in California, there was actually a separate part in it. Some people were going left, some people were going around it. My logical thinking, you know what, since there's two, I'm gonna go straight through. My smart logical thinking ended up not saving my life. It ended up almost causing an accident, which led me to a gas station. Once I got to that gas station, I looked to my left and I see San Diego heading north. I was hella happy until I got to the point where they actually start checking your car and everybody's selling blankets outside. So I had to wait in this long ass line because somebody has some stuff in their car, so everybody else is just going and we're stuck. Alright, and at this point, this is where I say I'm stupid, because I didn't actually know that you needed a passport to get into California, which that question almost got me in serious trouble. For asking such a stupid question, she questioned me with a whole bunch of stuff, like, okay, so you never had a passport? Is your car registered under somebody else's name? What is the name? So you mean to tell me out of all those signs that said about to enter Mexico, you didn't think to take an exit before you got here? And let me just tell you, by the time I answered all of those series of questions, she asked to search my car, she searched it real quick, and she let me go. The whole process took from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock a.m. 2 hours of the time that I was there, I really had to pee. I had to pee, and it got lost for 2 hours because I was that freaking nervous. Now let's just say if I did use the restroom in the bottle. She'll probably ask me what's in the bottle. She'll probably test the urine and it'll have alcohol in it. Once I left, after the black guy laughed at me for speeding over the bumps again and almost ruining my car, I almost wanted to kiss the ground I was walking on. Well, that's the end of my story to Lost in Mexico. This is Jaleel Shacklz. You guys have a great day. Thank you for liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, following me on Facebook, Twitter, and newly just got Snapchat or whatever. So if you have been following me previously, you would have seen all of this on Snapchat. And you guys have a great day. Deuces.